So you had to quit your job because you wanted to start a new business. My question is, what if that business fails? How do you really know that the business that you're about to start is actually the right business idea for you? How do you know that your business is guaranteed to succeed? What happens if the business does not succeed? How would you survive? What if the business takes like 6 months to 1 year to become profitable? How are you going to survive during this period without a regular income? This is why I think it's actually stupid for people to decide to quit their job basically because they have this business idea that they want to start. How about starting the business part-time while still working full-time on your job? And then when the business idea picks up and it begins to generate you enough income that can sustain you without your job, then you can gradually quit your job knowing that your business is already succeeding. Now, before you start thinking that I wish you bad luck, which I don't, I specifically decided to create this video to help you minimize your rate of failure, which is why I titled it 10 signals or 10 red flags or 10 signs to look out for when choosing to start a business to know if your business idea has actually been doomed to fail from the very beginning. Because the statistics has told us already, 95% of all newly startup business fail. So how do you really know, or how do you ensure that your own is among the 5% that has a chance at succeeding? So pay attention to the 10 signs I'm going to give you in this video so you will know if your business idea actually has a chance at success or if it is doomed to fail from the very beginning. Now, if you're coming to this channel for the first time, my name is Kingsley and this is the King's channel. I created this channel specifically for the purpose of teaching you about how to start and scale your business leveraging the internet. So if you're somebody who has desire to grow and succeed in a business, whether you're just a startup or whether you've already started and you want to learn how to scale, this is the right place for you to be. Which is why I would invite you to hit the subscribe button so you can become a member of my tribe, and also consider turning on the notification bell so that you'll be one of the first to know whenever I post a new video. That being said, let's get right into my 10 signs to look out for whenever you're starting a new business to know whether your business will fail or succeed. Number one sign to look out for is if your business is not tied to a strong mission. Now, a lot of people decide to start a business basically for the purpose of making money. If you ask me, I would tell you that that is the very wrong purpose for starting a business. You need a stronger motivation, something that goes deeper, something beyond the desire to make money for yourself. That's what I call a mission. What is the real motivation for going into that business? I've said countless times that the reason for starting a business is for people, not primarily for you. It doesn't mean that we're not supposed to make money from our businesses. No, every entrepreneur needs to make money because by making money, you're going to scale your business, expand, and reach out to more people. But your primary purpose for starting a business should not be selfish. It should not be basically for you. Because I've always said that the universe has a way of rewarding people who are generous at heart and punishing people who are selfish. If your primary purpose for starting a business is because you want to make more money, it means you're selfish and the universe has a way of punishing you. Think about everyone who has lost money when they try to make money online. Their purpose were generally selfish. They just wanted to blow. They wanted to make money. That's why when they hear about a platform that can turn their 100,000 into 10 million, they don't think. They go in there, put in all their money because they want to blow. Real entrepreneurs go with a mission, and the mission always is about people. It's people oriented. So your thinking should be about the people you want to serve, the people whose lives you want to impact positively through your business, through your products, through your services. Who are the people you want to impact? What kind of impact do you want to create? In what ways are you going to help people? That is what being an entrepreneur is all about. So if you look at the reason you're starting your business and it's not tied to a spiritual, I call it a spiritual mission, because it's something that is deeply rooted. It's deeply rooted down there. It's something that keeps you going even when the business becomes challenging, even when customers are not buying as much as they're supposed to, Even when things are not working according to plan, it is that mission that will keep you going. It is what keeps you from giving up too soon. So if you see that your business idea is not tied to a spiritual mission or to a strong mission, I would advise you to either find a way to find your mission or quit that idea and find another one that has a mission attached to it. That's the only guaranteed way for you to succeed. The number 2 sign to look out for is something I call zeal without knowledge. I actually learned these words from the scriptures. I think that was in Proverbs chapter 19 verse 2, where they say it is not good for a man to have zeal without knowledge, because when you do, you're going to be in a haste and you're going to miss your step. And I think there's another place, I think it's in Galatia, where Apostle Paul were talking about people who have the zeal for God, but their zeal is not backed up with knowledge. And that is why they are making a lot of mistakes. So, should you be zealous about your business idea? Yes. But zeal alone is not enough to get you there. You need knowledge, requisite knowledge. You need to understand the nature of that business. You need to understand how it works. You need to understand your market. Having good knowledge of your business is what sets you apart and makes you an authority in your field, especially when you're trying to grow your business online, because people need to perceive you as an authority in your field. People need to believe that you really know your thing very well. If you don't have that knowledge, you won't be able to create content that can resonate with people and make them believe you and trust you enough to do what you want them to do. So when you see that you have zeal about this, your business, but you don't have enough knowledge about your business, that is a red flag, because that zeal cannot sustain you. So you can either go look for the knowledge or find another thing that you are knowledgeable about. Another reason you need knowledge in your business idea is because that is what gives you an advantage over your competition. The business world is highly competitive. There are people who are already players in that field before you came in. But when you have a good knowledge about your business, you'll be able to command some level of authority, which will give you a fighting chance in the business world, so that your competition doesn't crush you and silence you. So as much as you are supposed to be zealous about your idea, get to know everything there is to know about your business. Become the go-to person whenever somebody wants to get an advice or whenever somebody wants to learn something about your business. And when you have this knowledge, communicate it through content. That is why content creation is important when you're growing your business online. Communicate through content. Let people come to your profile, your social media handles, and see that you actually know a lot about what you're talking about. That's the only way people can trust you to do business with you online. The number 3 sign to look out for is when you realize that you do not have good understanding about your target market. I've always said countless times that you're not in business for yourself. You are not in business to satisfy your ego for being an entrepreneur. You are in business to serve the needs of people. And when you realize that you are in business to serve the needs of people, the next thing you need to know is that you're not in business to actually serve everybody. It is an illusion for newly startup entrepreneurs to think that their products or their services is for everybody. No, it doesn't work like that. You can't be generalistic. You need to find your target audience, the people whom you are meant to serve. Even if you feel that your product is something anybody can use, you need to realize that not everybody will use your product. So find the specific people who are hungry and thirsty for your product and understand them. Get to know why exactly they need your product. What is the problem they are having? How is this problem affecting their daily lives? How is it impacting their living? Why do you think they really need to solve that problem? Get to know as much as you can about them. Do some research about your target audience. Understand them. Understand their feelings. Understand the words they use when they complain about their problems. Understand where they go to whenever they are searching for information in regards to that problem. That's how to really create your content or your marketing to really target the exact people that you want to sell to. I've heard some new entrepreneurs online complaining that when they run some marketing campaigns, they don't get buyers. What they get is people coming to their DM to beg them for money. Now, why that may sound funny, it actually happening. And it happens only because you've not been able to identify your target market and to arrange your marketing to speak to them directly. When you learn how to identify your target market and to speak to them directly, it becomes easier for you to actually connect with the people who need your product, people who are in the buying mode, people who are ready to spend money on that thing you're selling. So find out who your target market is and create your content around them, and it becomes easier for you to sell to the right people. Now, number 4 sign to look out for is actually related to the last one I just talked about. It says that if your idea does not feel a desperate need. Now, it is one thing if you don't actually understand who your target market is. It is even a bigger problem when your idea does not even have a market at all. The reason it doesn't have a market at all is because it doesn't feel a desperate need. You are in business to serve the needs of people. So you're not in business to satisfy your ego or your self-aggrandizement. You're not in business to feel good with yourself that you have a business. No. You're not in business just because you are excited about this thing. Your excitement needs to be tied to the needs of other people. So if your idea does not feel a desperate need, it means that you're practicing a hobby. You're not practicing a business, because that idea is not going to survive. Okay? Your business needs people who are in need of what you're selling. In fact, my rule of thumb is find a business idea that has a ready market, a market of millions or even billions of people, and make sure that that is a need that people are continuously going to have. Okay? Don't get into a business that you know that a little change in technology will wipe out the need for that your product or service. Don't get into a business that you need that a little change in government policies is going to wipe out the need for that your product or your services. No. Pay attention to the idea you're picking up. Make sure it's something that is going to be in demand from generation to generation. That's how to remain relevant in business for a very long time. And another important thing I need you to understand in that is that you are not coming to create a need afresh. You're not coming to invent the wheel. You're coming to innovate. What that means is that you need to look for where people are already spending money. Look for where people are already paying for solution, and then pitch your tent there. Make your own better. And that's how you're going to command the market for yourself, okay? So don't try to create something from the scratch, because if you do, you're going to spend a lot of time and a lot of resources educating people and making them realize why they need your product or your service. Meanwhile, the easiest way to succeed is when you already have a ready market, where people are already aware of their problem and they are looking for the solution. And then you move in there and introduce your solution. It becomes easy for you to start selling and making money. Okay, so make sure your idea has a need that it is filling. Make sure it has a ready market, and make sure it is a market that will not easily be wiped away. Okay, that's how to stay relevant and make a lot of money in business. Sign number 5 that you need to look out for to know whether your business will succeed is actually something that is very generic. It cuts across any kind of business. It is when you suck at marketing. Now, as a business owner, you need to understand that your number 1 priority is marketing and sales. That is the lifeblood of your business. Without marketing and sales, your business will die. Because when money is not coming in, there's no way for you to succeed in business. Okay? So you need to learn how to sell and market your business. No matter the kind of business you're into, marketing and sales is your number 1 priority. In my previous video, I talked about 3 things that you need to look out for if you want to make money. One of the things I mentioned there is, even if you have the biggest solution in the world that solves the strongest problem in the world, you will still not make money if you can't sell that solution. Do you see how important it is? That is why an entrepreneur should consistently invest in improving your marketing and your selling skill, because that is what will keep your business alive. That's what will keep your business alive even if the world goes into a recession, if you continuously improve in your marketing. So if you're starting a business and you know nothing about marketing or selling, that is a red flag, because unless you spend time learning how to sell, that business is not going to succeed. The tip number 6, or the number 6 red flag you need to look out for, is when you realize that you are not committed to this your business idea. Now, when I say commitment, I'm not talking about time, even though commitment has to do with time, but it is not exactly the same thing as time. Okay? Because as a business owner, you need to give your business 100% commitment. Now, it doesn't mean you should give it 100% of your time, Like I said earlier, you can be a full-time worker who wants to start a business part-time. So there's no way you're going to give your business 100% of your time when you already have a full-time job, okay? So you need to learn how to prioritize. Commitment is all about prioritizing yourself. What is it that you need to achieve from your business? What is the price you're willing to pay to achieve that thing? If your dream is big enough, you will find a way to commit to your business idea until it becomes successful. I see a lot of people who claim that they are doing business online, but what they do is like they treat it like a hobby. They attend to it only when they feel like it. They attend to it only when they feel they have the time, only when they feel like they're in the mood. Yes, I know a lot of people who do this, and I tell them, you're not a business owner, you're practicing a hobby. Because if you treat your business as a hobby, it is going to pay you as a hobby. But if you treat it as a serious business, it will pay you as a serious business. Commitment means that if you have told yourself, okay, I am a full-time worker, but when I get back to work, I can give my business like 3 to 4 hours a day to work on growing my business. And then you commit to giving your business that 3 to 4 hours every day without taking a break. Real entrepreneurs don't take breaks until their business stands on its feet. Okay, so commitment means that no matter how busy your day is, you need to make out time for your business because it is your number one priority. If you have big dreams and you know that your dreams is tied to the business that you're doing, if you know that your business success will play a major role in bringing your dreams to reality, then you will definitely give your business the commitment that it needs. So if you're lacking commitment in your business idea, then it's a red flag that your business may not survive long enough to succeed. The number 7 red flag you need to look out for is you lack focus. If you are somebody who wants to make money online and you think that you should carry 2 things at the same time or multiple things at the same time, you're joking because you're definitely not going to succeed in any of them. A lot of startup entrepreneurs have this illusion of multiple streams of income because they've heard that no millionaire has only one source of income. They think that what it means is that as you're starting, you should start with multiple businesses at a time. No. Having multiple streams of income means that you pick up one business, give it your laser focus, build it, grow it until it succeeds, and then you take the money you're making from that business and start investing in other kinds of assets that will generate you income without requiring much of your time. That's what it means to have multiple streams of income. It doesn't mean you should start a fashion business today and then tomorrow you add a food business and then tomorrow you add a coaching business and then tomorrow you add another kind of business. No, that is not multiple streams of income. That is actually you killing your chances of having even a single stream of income because at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to hold one of them strong enough to succeed in it. So the advice here is if you have decided you want to build a business, pick only one business idea and focus on it. Give it all your focus. Grow it. Spend time building that business. And when the business has started succeeding, you can now start thinking of diversifying your income by creating other assets. That's why you see richest people in the world, what they do is they build a business first and then they invest in other assets like stock, real estate, oil and gas. Those other things they're investing in are not things that need their time. Their time is already dedicated to growing their business. So they are looking out for other assets that will yield money without them giving all their time there. So it means they are having their money work for them. Okay? So you want to make money, don't start by grabbing multiple things at the same time. Think of focusing on one thing. Pick a single business idea, give it all your focus, grow it, and then you can expand your income from there. The number 8 red flag you need to look out for is if your business idea needs a lot of money to scale. Now, I see a lot of people who want to start a business, but they are starting with a business that actually requires them having a lot of money. And 3 years down the line, they've not been able to start. Why? Because they've not been able to raise that money to start. My advice to these people is always pick something else that requires not much money to start. Work on that thing, build it, grow it, generate money from it, and then maybe later on you can invest the money you're making from this thing into that other business idea that you love so much. That's the smartest way to do. It doesn't make sense to say, I want to do business, I have this wonderful idea that will change the world, but then it needs you having 10 million naira to start. Money you don't have. No, that's not a smart way to do. You have a great idea, no doubt. Keep it one side. pick up another idea that doesn't require you having a lot of money. That was why when I was starting out, I started with network marketing. Because at that time, I had multiple business ideas, but I needed something that doesn't require me having money. Because at that point, I didn't have any money. So I had to start with network marketing, because in network marketing, all you needed to do was secure a registration into the company you're partnering with, and you're good to go. So that was how I started. I built the network marketing and started generating income from it before I now diversified into starting my own business. So you can see that looking for an idea that does not require much money is actually the smart thing to do. You can start a network marketing business and grow it, generate income from there, and then build your business. You can start an affiliate marketing business. You can start an e-commerce business, or you can become a content creator, a digital creator, whatever kind of business that does not require you having a lot of money to start. Go for it. Start somewhere. Start small, grow bigger. By the time you've grown big, you can now invest in that business that needs 10 million naira capital. And nobody is going to stop you at that point. Okay? The number 9 sign that your business idea may not succeed is if you're not even excited about your business idea. Now, if your business idea bores you, there's no guarantee that you're going to stay there long enough to succeed. That's why I encourage people, find an idea that actually excites you. In the beginning, we talked about zeal. Okay? Zeal is actually important. The only thing I said was make sure your zeal is backed up with the right knowledge. You need to be excited about your business idea. Just thinking about the business idea should get you excited enough to get you up from the bed and get you working hard on that business. Because if you're not excited and you're somebody who has a full-time job, when you come back from work and you're tired, there's no guarantee that you're going to commit to giving your business that 2 to 3 hours a day to make it grow. It is that excitement that keeps you, even on your way back home, you're already thinking of your business that you have to build. Okay, so find a business idea that gets you excitement. That excitement will keep you going, even when the business gets challenging. Just being excited about the things you hope to achieve through this business will keep you going. All right. So if you see that your business idea bores you a lot, just thinking about it doesn't give you excitement, it's actually a sign that you should quit that idea and find something that excites you. And then finally, number 10 red flag you need to look out for is if your business does not have a favorable long-term prospect. Now, I learned this word from Warren Buffett, the world's greatest investor. He mentioned that one of the things he looked out for when he was picking companies to invest in was that the company he was going to invest in must be in the business for the long term. He must find proof to believe that this company is in business for 50 years or above. That's the only way he was going to invest in any of those companies. He doesn't invest in companies that will be here today and then a little bit of changes in technology, in innovation, or anything will wipe them away. No, he insists on investing in companies that has favorable long-term prospects. Now, apply this when you're choosing a business idea, especially if you want to be in this for the long term. And of course, if you hope to build wealth through your business, you should think of being in it for the long term. Don't think of doing something, unless all you want is something you could be doing on the side to earn a few extra bucks to support your full-time job. Well, if that's what you want, then this is not for you. Okay? But I believe I'm talking to people who want to build a real business that they are going to generate income consistently for a very long time. So if that's you, then make sure you pay attention to the product idea, the business idea, the service idea that you want to render. Make sure it is something that has a long-term prospect. Make sure it's not something that a little changes in economy, a little changes in government policy, or a little changes in technology is going to completely wipe out. Okay, so that's what I call having a favorable long-term prospect. Now, those are the 10 red flags that I want you to pay attention to whenever you're thinking about starting a business from scratch. Okay, the reason I had to give you this is because I want you to succeed. I don't want you to start a business and then have to shut it down a few months down the line because you're struggling to grow in it. No, I want you to get it right from the onset so you don't have wasted years. Okay, so pay attention to the business ideas that you're starting. Make sure that it is the right idea. Use these parameters that I've given you to measure it. Make sure it is the right idea. And when you're convinced that you have the right idea, the next thing I will advise you to do is to get enough knowledge about your business. Get all the coaching you can get all the mentorship you can get all the learning that you can get. Read all the books that have been written about your business. Learn as much as you can about your business so that you can become the expert in your field. I need you to succeed in your business, which is why I had to create this video. And in order to help you further, I will remind you that if you have not subscribed to my channel, please, this is the right time for you to do that. Please hit the subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell so that when I create the next video, which I believe will also find valuable, when I create it, you will also be the first to get to know that I have uploaded a new video. And if you have found value in this video, please like this video and also leave a comment below and let me know where you actually found value. If you have a question, please drop it below. I promise I answer all my replies. Thank you very much once again for watching this. I wish you the best of success in your business endeavor.